Okay. Let's see if we can get this done. Downside is I hate doing this at the same time, but hey Shane, give me 1 second here. Alright. Alright, and then just make sure OBS is good. Okay. So, alright. I literally just set up, let me make sure SKSE is installed, because I'm going to need that to run it, along with the engine fixes. Actually, I don't even need the engine fixes. It's literally just for the NPCs. Okay. Hey Ren, not an official stream. Doing the merge. So I have mine all at the bottom here. This is on my testing profile. So I put race menu down here. CBBE just to have the body, and then um, the race menu morphs from CBBE. So what I'm gonna do is I'll merge Men of Winter, Metal Sabers, the Pandorables mods, the Three Bajins, Serana, and Valerica. And then I'll use alternate start to pop in game. Hey Gina. Um, it's been a while since I've run cedit, so let me just make sure everything here is good. Okay. Skyrim SC, it's already on there. Alright. This was my old one. It's almost the same thing, except I left a couple off here. So I'm going to delete this, because I don't need it. We'll create a new one. Um, Probably shouldn't do that. Okay, go to my plugins. We want Men of Winter, Metal Sabers, the Pandorable mods. Okay. Everything else don't worry about, just the ones you want to load in. So I'm going to load all these in. Mine's going to take a little bit longer. Hey Sonar, it's not an official stream. Did I fix my net issue? It's not an internet issue. It's a Wi-Fi on my phone issue. My internet was fine. Huh, so mine's doing it too. Never did this before. But you can see how these aren't ticked now. It's just storing it in a different place. Alright, that's new to me. Okay, yeah, it's storing mine in another place too that's not supposed to. Because this is never the issue before. You would literally refresh it and it would be on the bottom there. Close out MO2 and start it again. So that's something that's happened since the last time. Because my pathing is the same. Yep. But you can see what it does here, how it deactivates them all. And then they technically have a priority, but there's no plugin for it, so. Because you have to hide their ESPs either way, so. That's just really odd that it's doing it. Like I said, I always follow Northern Experience. Yashed is always hidden for some reason, so I always follow this. I set this up exactly how it says here, physical appearance and NPC overhauls. You need the hairs, but it's funny that it doesn't do it. I use Wicco as my main overhaul here, and it'll tell you what to use. I believe in this one because I'm using CBBE. It tells you to take the nude option. When I do the merges, I use the vanilla option. This is so they're clothed. If you're doing a nude playthrough, choose one of these two because UMP has nude. This one here is for CBBE or the base by itself. Um, yeah, so that's a pain in the ass that mine's doing it now too. It never used to do that. You literally would just hit refresh after Z edit, and these would show up like this, and I would have a Z edit patch at the very bottom here, which I don't have. So I don't know when that changed. Um, let's see if it's even still here. Oh, God damn it. Uh, well, no, this isn't part of my stream. Like I said, I was only doing this to try and help Shane out with the merge patch, but um, the way that I've been doing it the entire time, for whatever reason, it's not letting me do it now. It's saying I have files, and it's the same thing that he was getting too, the backups, and there's nothing there. And it's not supposed to be that way. When you do the merge, because mine are showing up, his weren't showing up. These are supposed to be unticked. This is right. This part here is right. When you go to refresh it, it's supposed to send a file with your merge patch there because I directed it to, and it's not now. Yeah, there's the game path. Don't need that. Try it again. Things up to date. Delete that. Create merge. Just leave it like that. Plugins. It's just the theme difference. Okay. It's doing the same thing. Nothing's going right for me today, guys. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. The thing I've done so many times over and over and over again. My God. The settings icon at the top of... Right. Oh, I have to... Hold on a second. Let me switch that. Okay. If you're talking about this path for the game itself, So we'll delete that. We're not going to need it. There's not enough Xanax in the world for me today. It's one of those days. Christ almighty. Yeah, it's going to my MO2 folder. That's where it's supposed to be going. So the mod's supposed to be showing up. That's my merge output path. That's right. It's okay. Yeah, yours did. My output path is the same. That's what's killing me. It's going into my ah. See what it's doing? Look at this. How much would I bet it's here? There it is. So this is what's been happening to me. Now I have two instances of MO2. This is my regular one, right? If I go in here, mods, this is my mods folder. So I have a whole other instance of MO2 being opened up. And that's why it's not showing. For whatever reason. There they are. 1, 2, 3 patches we've done. And there it is, the ESP with everything else. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna delete these. Get them the hell out of here. Why I have a second MO2? I'm gonna delete this because it's not even there. Mod organizer's right there. Let's delete this again. That would be why. Okay, so for whatever reason, it's not adding the 2 on the mod organizer 2, so let's just change that. Mod organizer 2, select folder. Should probably put mods as well. That's okay. Now, let's create the merge again. And a winter, metal sabers, pan, gin, Serrana. Details. Okay. Build it for hopefully the last time. Done. Done. Close that out. Valeric is at the bottom. Refresh. Bam, there it is. There's your plugin. Put it above alt start. Get rid of your backups which have nothing there. Delete. Delete. SKSE. I'm going to give this an attempt. We'll try running it without the unofficial patch. We'll see how it plays. Now I'm not using the full thing. Normally I'll use Wiko as a base. and then go from there. Um, this is kind of just a really quick to see how the Bajin mods and Pandorables and everything works together. So I don't understand how I've been getting that weird instance. If I install something, it would automatically create another mod organizer folder for me. And of course my Wi-Fi decided to shit the bricks. Hold on, let me restart real quick. Not the stream, just the. And then I'll jump over to Tim's, because I know he started. Fucking hell. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but it's weird because it, it's not supposed to.
Approach my child, and choose where your new life shall begin. Which inn are you a patron of? Even the lowest among us can rise to greatness.
Come on, Mara, turn around. Mara's a bitch.
Come on in. Let me know if you need
So
anything.
hopefully.
Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone.
You're seeing bare bones again here.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Okay.
If you need more food or drink,
There you
speak
go.
to Hulda.
Yep.
If it's work you need,
So Sadie
how
is
about
good.
chopping up some wood for the fires?
Like I said, I have no hair. I have no hairs in here. I didn't even put a skin mod in. I just literally have CBBE.
We're running low on the Blackbriar meat. In a couple of
There's
days, I'm
Uthgerd.
going to run fetch some more.
Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed.
He's vanilla. I don't have anything touching
So
him.
came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
We'll check it and see.
Nothing. And what of my son? What of Thorald?
Do you get to the
There's
Cloud
Isolde.
District very often?
No eyes,
Why,
obviously.
Of course you don't.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
Carlotta
More
looks good.
experience If I'm going to run an inn someday.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all.
Let's wait an hour.
My son still lives. I feel it in my heart.
Thinking I need to train some more.
Farkas is actually heading out. You can see, because it has hair requirements too, you're going to want the hairs. You can see how his isn't supposed to be vanilla.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's
She does have... Alright, so her eyes are okay now.
I work with my mother.
I'm trying to think of who else it touches. Danica?
It's a shame.
She gets
isn't
touched
it?
by it too.
Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
Terrible and
No,
powerful
he's vanilla.
Talos.
He's supposed to be.
We, your unworthy servants, give
I
praise.
know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Saphir's
It
right.
took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now.
Be glad you're here.
There's Elfina.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
5 septims right now.
Shh.
Bloody
One, maybe two good men.
Sorry,
10
had to.
septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn.
So like I said, yeah, that's the merge. Use Windsong as a base.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial
See,
soldiers.
Adrian's fine.
I just can't fill an order that size
Idle
on
off. So
my
he's
own.
being touched by
Why don't you
Men of
swallow
Winter,
that
I
stubborn
believe.
pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help.
Right?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak.
So the companions that are messed up for you?
Besides, Greymane would never
Alright.
make steel for the Legion.
Let's see. And then John, of course. He actually looks worse, but he is being touched, so he's supposed to look like that.
And your tongue sharper.
Thinking of settling in? It's a house for sale.
Let's see the companions real quick. Oh, fighting the giant?
Two at it again. Watch the eyes.
I just want to see if these guys are... Yeah, Vignar.
Enough!
This
This
Your
ends now. Pull him back.
grill's being touched.
Bite of a flea.
You're
Torvar.
I'll see you burn.
Was it anyone in particular, like it? God. Oh, that's right. I can't jump while running now. Yeah, better jumping's not installed. I could jump like normal. I just can't.
Come to chat with an old
Nope.
woman? Hmm?
And I don't have elderly women or anything like that on there. Usually that's included in my merge. Serana and Valerica should be the same though. Come on. Okay. Yeah, they're not even here. So I wonder if I start there if they don't even... It could be because I went inside. Let's just wait an hour. Yeah. They already did their duty. System. Let's load this one up again. We'll give it a try and see.
Come to a love of her.
Huh?
What of my son? Hmm? What?
It'll put me outside. Oh, nice. Put me right at the bridge. Let's see. I hear fighting. Punch him in the dick.
Must have scared him off.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother.
Fight with us and you'll
I'll
have
take my
stories.
lead.
He's good.
Come up to your Vasker.
He
If
is
you're
good.
worth anything in a fight.
You look
Farkas is
strong.
good. Bingo.
Come to Orvasker and be a
Yeah, no
companion.
TPOS too, Shane.
Yes?
Like I said, I just did a bare bones. So what you're gonna want to do,
Thinking I need to train some more.
What do you need?
I'm not sure if it's the Bajin options, but if
You
they have the
handle
war
yourself
paint
well.
options,
You could make for a
deselect the war
decent
paint
shield,
options.
brother.
During the installation itself. So let me I'll make a quick save here. I'll quit out and I'll show you what I mean. We'll go back to the desktop here. Okay, you guys will be able to see it in a second here. So what I mean by that is Pandorables NPCs. If I go to reinstall this, it's not in this one, I don't think. Oh, you're using Bajin. Alright, Bajin War Maidens. Because I think this has the full mod. Let me see. Just as an example, you're going to choose the all-in-one, no wrinkles, see your body, and then install. I already have it installed. There's one of them, and I can't remember if it's CBBE itself. No, they're not all active, just the merge itself. The merge is the only one that's active. Right here. See how it's at the very... You could have them... You have to have them ticked in the left pane, but in your right pane, that's your load order. See how as soon as I merge them, they're not ticked? If I tick these, it's going to throw this merge patch completely off. That's how I merge them. I leave Wicco itself off the merge from now on, but you have to have race menu, the race menu plugin which comes with it, and then for CBBE you're going to want the race menu morphs if you want to do anything changing the body. If you add body slide on there, even further for your own character, that's perfectly fine. If you're making a female or male character, they have some of the nude options. They have Schlongs of Skyrim. Depending on what you want to do with your character, you could make it never nude so that they always have like, you know, the loincloth or the bikini or lingerie on. Base underwear is one. You could take the nude option if you like it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But these here in the right, as soon as you make that merge right here, none of these will be ticked. You don't want any of these ticked. Anything that you include in the merge patch, leave unticked. But leave them ticked in the left pane. You're going to want them ticked here. Because what it's doing is it's drawing the references from that mod into your merge, which is going to be at the very bottom. In most cases, this merge patch needs to be at the very bottom, meaning right above Dindalad. In some cases, if you're running all geared up derivative, you're going to want it right above all geared up. Sometimes you may not need to. Sometimes you're going to have conflicting references between, say, an NPC overhaul mod and one of the college mods that may alter faces. Sometimes the unofficial patch actually screws things up. You'll notice I don't even have the unofficial patch on here. I'm not using it. I didn't tick it. There was no reason to. The unofficial patch makes race edits. So does Imperius. Imperius makes race edits. So you would obviously want this merge patch below Imperius. This is why this has to be above alternate start, but at the bottom of your loadout. In this case, you could have it at the very bottom. So yeah, just make sure they're ticked in the left, but not ticked in the right. The right is your load order. This pane here is what you need. This is all your important information. You could pretty much have this however you want. This is just to organize your mods. But never sort, never use loot to sort. Do it manually. But make sure these are all unticked. Once you do the merge, they should automatically untick themselves. See how there's nothing here? You want it like this. Nothing here, nothing here. They will have a priority, but don't worry about it. You want just the merge patch. And that's how you get them all together. Cool? That's it for me. Shane, if you have any other questions, you could DM me or tag me and let me know. But I'm going to hop back over to Tim's because Tim is streaming. And I wanted to see him. I may get to mine, but I may get to mine later on tonight at some point, my actual character stream. I just wanted to do this one real quick. So hopefully that's how it is. When you go through here, Shane, by the way, I hate how it does that. In Northern Experience, if you want a really in-depth guide to make all of your NPCs really good, that Northern Experience, I know you have it up there, follow this to a T. With the exception of, I haven't used interesting NPCs here, but if you do decide to use this, almost do this to a T. But you see how I merged them at the end? With that, I leave Wicco off. I found that if Wicco's on there, you at least get one black face, and it's typically Feralda or Ancano. It's usually an elf. The humans are usually fine. If you have KS, and I throw KS hairs, both male and female, and Apache hairs with the wigs add-on. So like there's 4 files for Apache, there are 2 for KS, and then I throw this Salt and Wind rough hair texture for both. Each one has it. So for this one, you want just the main file itself. If you're running Apache, Apache has 3 separate files. They're all large. I do recommend them because you will make them look a lot nicer. That's what I have to try. Skyrim. I haven't actually done any of the romance mods. There's a couple on Lover's Lab that look decent, but I don't know if I'd actually be able to stream it, and I'd want to. But I'm trying to keep the content as close to the age restriction as possible without, having them pull it down. They pulled down one of my old tutorial videos because I forgot that I chose a nude body, and I eluded a female bandit, and bam, boobies in my face. And then it was like 4 days later it was down, so. And I didn't even realize I did it. So, but that's it, guys. That's all for me. So, Shane, like I said, anytime, you're welcome. Actually, I should be thanking you because I couldn't figure that reference out of why it was going there. And for some reason, it's kicking up another instance of Mod Organizer for me. So I'll have to go back and I'll have to fix that. But yeah, if you have any other questions, just tag me. Cool? I'm out, guys. I will probably see you a little later tonight. Bye.